Hello again and welcome to another episode of the Franchise Everything podcast where we talk about everything and anything franchising. And today I'm joined by Manal Haydar, who is the franchising sales manager from Craveable Brands. And you might not know that straight off the top of your head, but you will in a moment. Hello Manal, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. And we're going to talk about how to grow a fast food / QSR brand in the Australian market, because you've got a whole bunch of brands at Craveable Brands. So let's start with, what is Craveable Brands? What are you all about and what are your brands?
Craveable Brands is all things chicken. So largest Australian franchise chicken brand, which we pretty much have 4 brands, Oporto, Red Rooster, Chicken Treat, and the new acquired Chargrill Charlies.
Chargrill Charlies, yeah?
Yes. So, 4 chicken brands and only chicken.
Okay. So why just chicken? What's it? Is it just the way it's rolled, the way it's just happened to have happened?
It is. I think that's probably the brand strategy, really focusing on just a niche, and it's chicken.
Yeah, and you understand it really well. So the first one obviously was Red Rooster, is that right? So what sort of is the, and I know because you acquired Oporto and everything, you acquire brands. So can you talk us through what's come and when?
Well, Red Rooster has been obviously part of the Craveable family since day dot.
Yep.
It's a
staple, isn't it? It's an Australian staple.
Everyone knows Reds.
Yeah,
I mean, Reds is across New South Wales, Queensland, and, focus is really just continuing to expand through our drive-through model, because we are just drive-through.
So Red Rooster is just mainly drive-through, is it?
It is drive-through.
Okay.
It is drive-through. It's for those, it's very different to and something I'm going to point out is all our chicken brands are very different in their own way.
Yeah.
So Reds is real, Aussie style chicken. If everyone knew it back in the day, it was really, your rotisserie. Oh, sorry, I should say.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I
chicken.
Yeah.
And now we're changing the way of Reds. So crunchy fried, attracting the younger demographics.
Yeah.
People loving the, hot honey and we're really playing with the flavours. So
yeah, and you're playing with the brand a lot, because there's been a rebrand. I saw a lot of really good merch and everything you were doing as well.
Yeah, so there's a whole heap of, we've gone from the old school chicken rooster to a new concept style. And it's really, really fun and young, and it's changed the way Reds is.
Yeah, so I know. So it's only drive-through. So you don't do dine-in stuff, and that you're not building dine-in, but you've got some old legacy ones or historical ones.
They're all, so you can dine in. You can always come in and have your Reds.
Yep.
But more so, we're not a shop front. So it's not a takeaway. We actually want people to come in and enjoy the Red Rooster experience.
Cool. All right. So it was Red Rooster. Then what came next? Oporto, was it? Yeah, I love Oporto burgers.
Oporto, yeah. It's. I think it's everyone's favourite, especially in New South Wales, because it's Bondi born. I think you drive around New South Wales and you'll see it anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
We're still finding our little pockets in New South Wales where we will open a new store. Mm-hmm. We're expanded to Queensland.
Yes.
And WA. So that's and that particular brand, Oporto, is both, we've got 3 concepts. So you've got your drive-through, you've got your shop front, and you've got your shopping centre.
Yes.
So we're continuing.
And how many's Red Rooster got now, and how many's Oporto got in locations, roughly?
So Red Rooster, we're looking at 330.
Yep.
Oporto, we're about 209.
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't get you exact, it's all right.
Yeah, no,
there's a lot of stores.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Porto's mainly New South Wales and you're expanding to Queensland, is that right? So they don't have Victoria?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Okay.
So we're expanding across all states at the moment.
All right. Yeah. And what's the next one? I remember Chargrill's
Chicken
Charlies.
Treat. Chicken Treat. Chicken Treat is a WA-born brand. Mm-hmm. Very loved by Perth, and it's pretty much
very
their baby.
parochial to it, aren't they?
It is.
Yeah.
It's all things fried, and it's a mixture. I mean, the Perth love it, and we're at 61 stores in WA and still growing rapidly.
So it's still mainly WA you're focusing on for there?
It is WA.
Are you focusing on Chicken Treat anywhere else or at the moment?
Not at this stage. So there's still lots more to do, lots more growth in WA, and I think that's our focus for the brand.
Excellent. Okay, and now Chargrill Charlies, that's the
more
recent one, isn't it?
Yeah, so we acquired the brand in May last year. We've been working on strategy, so franchise strategy and our growth for the next 12 months. Franchising's come sooner than we thought. We were going to actually roll out franchising in July this year, 2024.
So it's not franchises yet still?
No. So it is franchised. Yep. We were going to roll out franchising in July this year.
Okay.
But we've started a lot sooner.
Oh,
so
okay. All right.
we've already sold 4 sites.
Yep.
And we've got plenty more to go. But yeah, Charlie's, we're at 19 stores. And I think in the next 12 months, there'll be another 10 more.
Wow. Okay. So
New South Wales, Queensland focus.
So, obviously, being Craveable brands, it can be quite a challenge sometimes. There's benefits to being a multi-brand franchisor, and there's also some challenges sometimes. So, when people come into Craveable brands and say they're interested in investing in a franchise, are they doing it just to Craveable, or are they doing it by brand, or how do you manage it?
Yeah, I mean, people come to us usually with a brand in mind, right? So they would either be a Oporto customer, love the Oporto, live and breathe the brand, and they want to partner with Oporto, or vice versa, whether it's Charlies or Reds or Chicken Treat. Yeah. But what I find is once they know that we are Craveable and we are the parent company who owns these 4 brands, they're open to looking at other opportunities, because there may not be an opportunity in that particular state for an Oporto, but there may be an opportunity for a Reds or a Chicken Treat or a Charlies. So because we are such a strong brand and we have such a huge support network, as in from a head office perspective, they trust us. So they're like, well, if you guys own these 4 brands, then tell me what else you've got open, what other opportunities you've got. And usually some may come in wanting a Oporto, but then they end up buying a Reds or vice versa.
So is there a significant difference as far as entry costs and all that sort of stuff goes? So
they
do
all
people
vary.
then start to, but as far as people's selection go, is one brand generally a lower entry cost than the other, or how does it go? So does that influence what people go to as well?
I mean, everyone comes with an investment
with a budget
in mind, budget in mind. So, some will come in wanting a Oporto, and, you'll talk about an Oporto drive-through costing X amount in New South Wales, but that's not within their budget. But then they're willing to relocate because that drive-through opportunity could be $500,000 in Queensland.
Yeah.
Okay. So, people will move for the right opportunity.
I think it's commonly not thought about that people actually will move. I know, in other QSR and big brands, people will move interstate and everything for the opportunity.
They have, and we have that as well. So we have people that that are Sydney-based and have moved and opened in regional. Robin Hill, for example, they'll take that step for their growth.
And so, what type of people are mostly attracted to, and what type of people is Craveable Brands looking for to run these businesses?
So, our Craveable focus is obviously our vision is we love people and we love food, right? So, we're looking for people with the same and that are aligned with our values. So, people that love food, people that love people. It's all about providing, exceptional customer service. It's all about the customer experience. It's all about making sure that, I mean, when you tell me what am I looking for in a franchisee, it's someone that is passionate about people, passionate about customer, providing quality food, someone that's got that wanting to be entrepreneurial and business driven, a person that managed people in the past.
So you can really see some track record of
I mean, there's things we can train on, right? So I can't train you to be a good communicator. You either have that or you don't. But I can train you to flip burgers and I can train you to fry chips. We're just looking for people that are wanting to be hands-on in the business. Do
you find people come from a hospitality background, or is it really very
all walks of life? So you'll have people that have been in food before. There's people that are doing the shift from corporate life, right? So they don't want to do a 9-to-5 job anymore. Monday to Friday working for someone else. They want to do something for themselves that, have their own growth and their own success, and something they could pass on to, their family, so their kids, and have that family own and operate a business.
I bet with Red Rooster you've got some veterans.
Oh,
have you got some originals still, or
we do.
Within the family?
We've got franchisees that have owned started with the brand from day one, and have multi-site operators now owning 4 and 5 stores.
Wow.
Yeah, and still live and breathe the brand and are very passionate.
Yeah. And what about training? So is it very much between the businesses and everything in length of training and what they're required, or is it still there's a lot of cross-skilling or cross-match skills?
The Oporto, Red Rooster and Chicken Treat, it is a consistent 8-week training program. You're trained on all facets of the business, whereas Charlie's, because it's a different style of model where it's not really it's not QSR, it's really that whole family, local chicken shop, style restaurant, dine-in. We're really looking for the training is a little bit more. So we're looking at 3 months training, but as I said, you're trained on all facets of the business. There's a little bit more involved in operating a Charlie's, and that's why we've added on that extra month of training.
Yeah. So do you do all that in one location, or do you
training stores? We do have training stores, so approved training stores. You're put in a training store close to home, you're pretty much supported by a training manager and a training store franchisee.
Okay, so in growing the brands, as you are now, all 4 of them, I imagine it's quite a big job actually. What are the key consideration of factors in growth for each one? So are there key factors that you're looking for in locations and everything for each brand? I imagine each brand's got pockets you're really looking to go into. So can you talk me through those strategies and the factors for each brand and in locating them?
Growth strategy, we have a dedicated property team whose focus is on finding that gap and where we need to be. So in New South Wales, I think Oporto is we're
very strong, isn't it?
We're very strong,
yeah.
and right now our focus is Queensland. Drive-thru.
Yes.
That's really what we're looking at.
The drive-thru is very hot right now for everything.
It is, and it's hot property. Like, there's so many brands out there. There is competition, but we've got a phenomenal property team, development team who go in there, and we hold head leases on all our sites. So there's a lot of negotiation from the head office.
So the franchise owner doesn't hold the lease?
No, we hold the head lease, and we assign the franchisee to operate in that space. So there's that opportunity for the franchisee to walk in knowing that there's been a really good negotiation process that's taken place, where we might go in and negotiate fit-out contribution, rent-free period, and we pass that on to the franchisee.
Yeah. So what about the other brands? So that was for Oporto. What about the Red Rooster growth strategy? Where are the pockets for that you're looking for?
Regional. So we're looking at regional New South Wales. Red Rooster is really strong in Queensland, and we'll continue to expand in Queensland. But WA and New South Wales regional is definitely.
And Chicken Treat's obviously WA.
WA.
Ever going to be this way, you reckon?
Never say never. Never say never. I think, something that Craveable have done, and it's all in the franchise growth strategy, is really perfecting it in their state, the state that it's born in, and then looking at opportunities national and then international.
Yeah. Excellent. And Chargrill Charlies. So those factors in growing that one, and whereabouts you're looking for?
Right now, Sydney. So New South Wales.
Yep. So you're sticking pretty tight in Sydney?
Pretty tight.
Yep.
We've got the 19 stores, and really looking at who is that Charlie's customer, where can we open a Charlie's store, and really tailor to the demographics of the Charlie's. And it will not be one of those brands that is on every corner of every,
So it's not going to be a 300-400 type of business.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
But there's phenomenal opportunity to get in early and really grow with this brand, because it's not only New South Wales. So we're looking at Queensland from get-go.
Yeah. So would you say that?
Sorry, and I should say we do have Charlies in Melbourne.
Oh, do you? Is it just one starter there?
There's 2 stores there at the moment.
Yeah.
And the growth is New South Wales and Melbourne.
Yes.
And now really putting in Queensland.
Excellent, putting it into the mix.
Yeah.
Would you say that locations is probably the key factor in most of the growth strategies in what you're doing?
Certainly, certainly.
And how do you guarantee you've got a property leasing team that chase down these sites? I mean, you've got a fair bit of drawing power with your brand as well, isn't it? So that gives you a certain advantage too.
We do.
Yeah.
And it's not a numbers game for us. It's not how many stores can you open. It's about what sites are they, and are these the right sites for our franchisees? Because it's all about the relationship that you build with the franchisee, and making sure that these stores aren't built just for today. It's a future. And we want our franchisees to grow with us. So our success is based on their success. If they do well, we do well. So
Excellent. Well, thanks for filling us in, Manal, on everything happening Craveable Brands. Thank
you.
And that's another great episode of the Franchise Everything podcast. If you really like this sort of content, like to see more, please like, subscribe, share, tell everyone about it. Love to hear your comments as well, and we'll catch you in the next one soon.